But with that said, for the sake of time and also your sanity, especially because, I mean, we've really only scratched the surface of this movement, right? The Collinses and other pronatalists, they believe a whole host of wacky stuff that could fill an entire show. But for now, just keeping it with this specifically, I'd love to know your thoughts here. And then let's talk about a few pieces of quickie entertainment news. Starting with the news that YouTube is making more videos unwatchable as part of their ongoing war against ad blockers, which is a move that will very likely affect millions and millions of people. And that's because last month, YouTube announced how to be cracking down on third-party ad blockers, saying that they violate YouTube's terms of service, right? And that's seen as not only them trying to get more ad revenue, but pushing people to pay for the YouTube Premium ad-free subscription. But now, in the last day or so, we've seen a ton of people reporting that YouTube basically isn't working for them when they use ad blockers, right? People complaining about videos skipping right to the end when they try to play them and then buffering forever when they try to click on the timeline. Others saying the videos they tried to watch automatically muted. Though now notably here, like all previous ad blocker crackdowns, users have found workarounds and loopholes. But then at the same time, we're seeing YouTube working quickly to close those gaps, countering changes that ad blockers make to get around the code. But then another YouTuber news, we got to talk about Mr. Beast officially opening up applications for the Beast games, right? His upcoming competition on Prime Video said to have the biggest cash prize ever at $5 million. Which honestly, that is such a big prize. I'm like, should I apply? Chance at $5 million, skip the chaos of an election year? Also, very notably here, regarding participation, while Prime Video initially said around 1,000 people would be competing, in a post sharing the sign-up link, Mr. Beast said they were looking for 5,000 participants. Right, so that is way more than initially expected, but great news for people wanting to get their shot. And as far as if you're eligible, I'll link down so you can apply. But you need to be 18 or older, have a valid passport through April of 2025, and be available in late June and potentially through September, with there also being certain citizenship and visa requirements. But then, going more mainstream entertainment, we have Sabrina Carpenter in the news. Right, and that because she's getting some backlash for the outro of her song Nonsense, which she performed at BBC Radio 1's Big Weekend 2024 festival. Because often when she's performing the single live, she'll change the outro to be some kind of joke or a reference. And so here's what she did this time.
BBC said I should keep it PG. BBC, I wish I had it in me. There's a double meaning if you dig deep.
So that, seemingly in reference to when she performed the song last year on BBC Radio 1's Live Lounge, where she changed the outro to I'm American, I'm not British, so BBC, it stands for something different. And for those of you who have never been on the hub, or maybe you asked your mom and she lied to you and she said, I don't know, what she means there is big, black. And so shocker, the BBC didn't like her talking about BBC. And so they took down the video of her singing and they re-uploaded it without the joke. And so also with that on social media, we saw a lot of people criticizing Sabrina, with many calling it creepy or weird, writing things like, see how weird Sabrina Carpenter was for sexualizing BBC on national live TV, knowing for a fact that this is a family event and kids are watching. Others also arguing that she's fetishizing black men. Though that, as others push back, saying it was just a joke, it's not that deep. And then, so we need to talk about guardianship laws.